play.
Early season test, and these two know all about that. It was just a
Oh
season
my
ago when
gosh,
they
they might
squared off
just
in the
fly
season
by
opener.
11 and a
The
half,
Irish
but
came out on top, set the tone for their entire season, and now Gig'em would like to have an answer. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 48 Sports College Football by Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop. Team.
niggas talking about I should change my YouTube logo because us Ravens are crooks. Like, nigga, what? I'm not changing shit, bitch ass nigga.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always...
There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
They're up 14. Yeah, oh my gosh. You were right. You were right. You spotted it, bro.
If your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You got that nigga first round.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Push down.
The toss sweep to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Wants to pass. Big guy smells it.
Look at him.
They'll mark him down
That
at the
nigga
2. The
really-
excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yo, he did everything LA told him to do. I can't
Looking
lie.
for a chunk play on second and short.
Marry a white woman, check. act like white woman, check. Like,
with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense, I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's caught. It's Concepcion. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the... unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing
Malakatoni.
to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's loud. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Marcus Freeman Another chapter to the year 3 success
Fletcher?
stories of Notre
Yeah,
Dame
they're
coaches
going
taking
to.
the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like
Oh
a
my God,
cornerstone
yo,
coach for the
that
future.
nigga
It was so
just ran that
impressive what they were able to
smooth.
do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter.
He's got it inside the 25. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Just keeps slinging it. Moving away from pressure. Catch in the middle, it's live. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space.
What? Stay on your feet.
Make things happen. It's just so dynamic.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You said Kobe?
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Oh, you
It's
said
third
Kobe.
and goal and third and long. Quarterback may change this route.
That shit is fast.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
It's hard
So
for a
mad
defense to
true.
have to cover so
Bro, you
much
be
space.
chewing on that
When the
bitch for
offense goes
15,
down,
20
you get
minutes.
receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Give me the lead, to the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. One final play before the end of the quarter. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Finds a man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Rushes on him, and he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Play, it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Carr. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route.
Stay outside.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Under fire. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Followed that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense.
Holy,
that is how
he's
you
about to be
close
a
a half.
bounce,
Chewing
man.
up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the point after is good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Going for it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly complete. The inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's going to take off. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down.
Oh my gosh.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pauling. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On fourth down, going to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Oh, he dropped it.
He lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's in open space downfield. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Washington State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so the receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Oh my.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Now from inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room into the goal line.
Oh.
Touchdown, Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit it in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the move, it's Moss. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Yeah, I can see it.
They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Rolling right and going deep.
Oh,
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Here he goes. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
damn.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. It's caught downfield. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dances away. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Notre Dame right back to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly.
Oh my God.
Incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up by 38 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give as they work on that clock. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Devonta! Oh, Devonta!
Getting the football. Picking up 8 yards on the return. What a play there.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing.
I believe in their defense. They get a stop. They get a stop.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw at Zeno. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback will keep it. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll take it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Calls his own number. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is driving back, so you can...
They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams.
Nigga, I have to go help my arm.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.